Hello, downtown professionals. Welcome back to my weekly update. First, a huge thank you to Rich Capone with US Health Advisors for his keynote presentation, enlightening us on the ins and outs of health insurance for individuals and business owners. He helped us see how critical it is to have the right coverage in place before we need it, and how planning ahead protects our families, our teams, and our businesses. Today, I want to build on that theme of planning ahead and talk about something very specific to BNI: finding a great substitute. I talked about it before, but I want to get a bit deeper on the topic. While no one can truly take your place, a substitute can fill in for you when you cannot attend, keep your business visible in the room, and often even generate referrals for you. In many chapters, substitutes have gone on to become trusted referral partners themselves, simply because they showed up, shared clearly, and built relationships on your behalf. You may ask, why is having a substitute so important? Well, BNI is built on consistency. Our weekly meetings create a rhythm of visibility, credibility, and ultimately profitability. When you are absent with no substitute, a few things happen. Your seat is empty and your business essentially disappears from the room for that week. Members do not get a fresh reminder of who you are looking to be introduced to that week. Opportunities that could have been directed to you might go elsewhere because you were not top of mind. When you send a substitute, your business still has a voice in the room. Someone is there to shake hands, to say your name, to share your weekly presentation, and to let people know you're serious about your commitment to this chapter and to them, the members. They keep the continuity going so the relationship you're building do not stall just because you had a conflict. A great substitute does at least three things. 1. Represents your business professionally. 2. Delivers your ask clearly so members know who to refer to you. And 3. Connects with others in the room, often bringing back insights, contacts, or even direct opportunities. Sometimes substitutes even become referral sources themselves because other members get to know them and start doing business with them. So having a substitute is not just covering a meeting, it's an opportunity multiplier. Think about another area in life where you absolutely want to be represented and you cannot be present. For example, a legal matter or a major medical decision. If you had a serious legal issue and couldn't appear in court, you would never say, "Oh, well, I'll just skip it." You would carefully choose an attorney to stand in your place, advocate for you, protect your interests, and communicate clearly on your behalf. You would pick someone you trust, prepare them with all the information they need, and make sure they understand your goals. BNI is similar on a business scale. Our weekly meetings are like your business court date with 20 to 30 professionals who have the power to send you business. When you cannot be here, your substitute is your advocate. You are essentially saying, I respect this group enough to make sure my business is still represented, even when life pulls me away. That is why choosing the right substitute and preparing them well matters so much. It's not about filling a chair, it's about having someone you trust stand in your place with confidence and clarity. The best substitutes are people who already know how good you are at what you do and who can speak authentically about you. Start by making a list of people in your world who fit that description. For example, other local business people you know and trust, your best clients or long-term customers, suppliers, vendors, or strategic partners? Or how about your staff or sales representatives, industry colleagues, or referral partners? Then think about people who you could call on at a much shorter notice, spouses or family who understand your business. friends who are articulate and comfortable speaking, fellow team members from clubs, sports, or volunteer activities you're involved in. So the key is not perfection. The key is trust and preparation. If they can read, follow directions, smile, shake a hand, and show up on time, they can be a great substitute with a little guidance from you. Once you identify a potential substitute, your job is to set them up to shine. Here are some simple steps. Invite them to attend a meeting in advance so they can experience the format, meet a few people, and feel comfortable in the room. Connect them with a fellow member who can greet them at the door, sit with them, and help with introductions. Write out your weekly presentation for them, word for word if needed, so they can simply read it with confidence. Include your name, your company, what you do, and a very clear specific referral ask. Give them a list of any referrals you have passed during this week so they can share that with the group. That shows you are engaged and actively giving, even when you're not physically there. After the meeting, thank them sincerely for representing you and ask what they learned and who they met. This reinforces the relationship and helps you follow up with any contacts they made. When you do this well, your substitute will feel honored to represent you, and the chapter will see that you take your members and your accountability seriously. In closing, as we move forward, I encourage every member and every visitor considering membership to think of your substitute strategy as part of an overall networking strategy. It is another way of saying to this room, you matter to me, my seat matters to me, and my business is committed to showing up, even when I personally cannot. Thank you all for being professionals who understand the power of consistency and representation. And speaking of professionals, I'm excited to share that next week, on April 7th, our keynote presenter will be Darla Clarkson with Savannah Brand Photography, who holds our photography lane. Darla will be sharing her expertise and helping us see how powerful professional imagery can be for our brands and our businesses. You will not want to miss it. Thank you for watching, and see you on Tuesday at 8 a.m. sharp.